So next up in the matchup series is Bob. So Bob can be quite tricky to fight because he's really strong tracking. But there is a way, there is one direction we can step to avoid quite a few of his moves, but it's not clear because he has other moves. So for example, he eat them back 3. So them back 3 is +2 on hit. Eat them back 3 and side right duck a lot of things. Them back 3 against them for 2. Side right against back 2 as well. Side right against jabs as well. Side right against 2-1. You stand up in time to block the second hit. You do side right duck against it. This as well. Let me show you what else this avoids. So he goes then back 3 into forward 4, then back 3 into house sweep. Walk up a few times because of my new pad. There. Then back 3 into crash dash 1, not that but 1. So homing is slow is that's a right dash, that right the house sweep, and that's that right duck. This. Now the only thing this will lose to is downward 1. So you can't side right duck this. But this will beat if you try to go right against Bob. And also over 2 as well. And I'm pretty sure some other moves I'm missing as well. Over 2 will also beat that right into duck. And I'm pretty sure some other moves I'm missing, but those are the key moves anyway. So against his jab string, you can actually just do a twitch duck after his jab, because a lot of Bobs like to use this jab into low. But you can actually just twitch duck and then stand up and block, because his mids he won't be able to do. For example, if he did this, for example, you can twitch duck and then stand up in time to block. So in my opinion, just doing a twitch duck after a jab is good, just in case he does the low. His Asuka's 1+2 is pretty good against Bob in my opinion, because he has so many jab pokes that are punches. So his jab, downward 1, his back 2, his downward 2, his crash dash 1, his 2-1, his jabs, downward 2, back 2, downward 1, and so on, and 4-4-2 as well. But in my opinion, Asuka's 2+3 is pretty good against him, because it's active on 6 frame. So if you did something like, if you just flowchart it and back 3 into jabs, for example, you can stop this with this. And with then back 3 into downward 2, then back 3 into back 2, downward 3 into downward 1, you know, usual stuff. You can stop all these with the uncheckable punch parry. So it's a really strong option against Bob in this matchup, in my opinion. So definitely keep 2+3 as an option against Bob. Yeah, downward 1, 2. So this is the main thing that a lot of Bobs like to do. It's only -10 block. Often season 3, it's only -10. So obviously this is pretty bad for him. But we can actually step. If he delays it, we can actually slice that right a second. So just keep this in mind. Otherwise, it's -10. At range, it's better to go left against 4-4-2. Because if you go right, it tracks really well. If you go right. So you want to go left against this move in general, but he can delay it, so it can be pretty awkward. It can be pretty hard to stop. He can delay it. It's quite hard to stop. Against, if he starts delaying it like this, you just have to counter hit him. So for example, if he starts delaying it, you just have to counter hit him better. This way. So it's just about timings at that point. 2-1. I'm going to show some basic antis. 2-1-4. 2-1-4. You have to go left against it. Or you can actually go in his back. Get this in. If you try to jab interrupt, he'll beat you, so don't do that. No, it doesn't work anymore. And it's the same situation for the string here. You go right against the string. Go right. So down for 3 was 4-4. You have to go right. Against down for 3 string, Oscar has a really good option against this actually. See down for 2. 3, 1, 2, whatever it is. 4, 3, 4. So what Oscar can do against this is actually she can just block it and then do while sliding 3 afterwards. So hold down forward and then do while sliding. So if you hold down forward, or while sliding 3 actually crushes under these follow-ups. Because if you try to do something that doesn't crush, you'll get counter hit. But if you do while sliding 3, it actually crushes under. So that's really good. And if you just hold down forward, you'll low parry the low. So just hold down forward and then while sliding 3. If you continue to strings on down forward, because a lot of Bobs like to try and cheat. Important thing to note is very important. So not a lot of people do this, even though they know. A lot of people don't do it anyway. Is 10-3 is actually -10 on block. You have to dick jab to punish it. Hard to do it even if you know it, because it's so weird to do. But you have to dick jab punish. Down for 2-1-2. You can actually reversal the third hit. This now obviously he can chicken, but the option is there in case he's not ready sometimes. Yeah, you can check even reversal. I believe it's only -10. Okay. Now, the whole thing is launch pushable from Oscar. So 4-2, you can 4-2 launch. Or if you can step it. I don't know if you can step it non. Oh, you can't step it non-delay, but she can 4-2 anyway. But if he delays on the third hit, you can actually step the third. You can step the third hit if you just keep that in mind. Then back 4-4. So then back 4-4, blah blah blah. If you block the second hit, you can dick jab because it'll interrupt the third hit. Second hit by itself is not natural combo. The second hit by itself is unsafe. I mean, sorry, it's -12. But if Bob finishes the string, you'll counter hit your punish. Try to do 3 there, you'll get hit. But that's why you should dick jab in my opinion. It's just an option select. It'll interrupt the follow up and it'll punish the second hit. Versus Damak 4, 3, 3. You can same thing applies. You can just mash your dick jab punish. The third hit jails anyways. Doesn't commit till you mash after the third hit jails. You just keep mashing. And then some other weird strains. 3-4 is actually -10 in crouch, but he does have a follow up to stop you doing this. Oh, sorry, it's the other strain. So 3-4 is -10 always. 4-3, 3+3. You have to step the last hit of this because it's safe otherwise. 4-3, 3+4. See, it's safe otherwise. You have to yes. But you can only go right. Only go right. So just keep if Bob does them for okay, this is actually kind of good to know. If Bob does them for 1+2 and holds back, you can actually back roll catch him with 4-2. Run up 4-2. It's actually a back roll catch if he does them for 3 1+2, and it'll beat everything else except for the mid get up kick or quick stand. So otherwise, just do 4-2. 4-2 is guaranteed always. But if you want to be cheeky, you dash up 4-2 to back roll catch. It does work. So if you want to be cheeky, you can do this. So 3-4 is safe. Otherwise, I think our crush doesn't. You have to step the third hit. Step the second hit. Step the second hit. 3-4 or 4-3-4. It's back 3. Make sure you make sure you launch it in case they mess up in some situations. Make sure you don't punish this. And his 4-2-3, in case they mess up, is his 12 frame punisher. So it's just in case he's too slow on punishing some moves. Make sure you launch that as well. Versus CD, this one is going to take some so CD3 or CD3 1+2. Now there's a few answers to this. You can fuzzy it. So you can again. You twitch duck and then stand up blocking time. So twitch duck, stand up on blocking time. So if you do this, you'll go under the high, twitch duck, and mix the high with. I do this. Then stand up on blocking time to block the mid, which is -11. So do magic 4. Or to punish them. Or you can actually step the mid. Get full punish. Get full 4-2 punish. But if he does the high, it jails on block, so you lose your reward on the high. So it depends on how you want to approach the situation. You want little reward on the mids, you do the other way. If you want to step the mids, then you have to step it to get full punish. Or if you want to look the high and fuzzy-ish, then you only get the magic 4 in the mid. So it depends on. There's a little bit of mind games here. It's up to you if you want to step the mid or duck the high. Up forward 1+2 stuff. Yeah, I feel like this is important. So up forward for these two. Asuka can actually power crush through both these options. So she can actually power crush through both these options. But just keep in mind, this will lose to him doing roll forward into stuff. So if he rolls back, Power Crusher will lose. If he rolls forward into stuff, the Power Crusher will also lose. Yeah, see, if you but he doesn't. Okay, Power Crush wins the against that anyway, but loses to this anyway. So you just have to be careful. Make a read. Loses. But no one uses that option. But it should win against this. I should beat this. So Power Crush is an okay option. It covers a lot of options at once. Another really good option is Rage Art, because like Power Crush, it beats all these options and then more. So it beats everything. If he does everything except for rollback, rollback will make this whiff. Rollback will make this whiff. I don't want to spend too long on this, but yeah, so Power Crush and Rage Art is an okay option against this mix. But off forward one on its own will be safe against Power Crush and Rage Art. Neither of them will punch. Neither more punches. If he does rollback, we can dash up 4-2 on a read. We can dash up 4-2 on a read. Just be careful he doesn't finish the extensions on block. That will interrupt your 4-2 attempt. Or if he does this into the roll forward and you do the dash, you can actually react. You can react, dash, chop. You just have to interrupt it, but it's all read based. You have to be careful. So it's all read based, so be careful. If you want to combo on the rollback, you have to run up and 4-2. Thing is the FC down for 2 string. So there's a mid, there's a mid low. Now you can actually just fuzzy guard this because the low is quite slower. and neither options are delayable, so you can fuzzy guard it quite easily. Fuzzy guard it quite easily. Obviously, this is a weird move to come out, and it's hard to be ready for it, but it is there. You can fuzzy guard this string. It might be a bit tricky in game in the heat of moments, but the option is there anyway. And if he finishes it, I want to say is it? I think it's 13 or at least 12. Yeah, 12. It might be 12 then. So, and another thing, important thing against Bob is he does sidestep 1+2 into like say power crush or something. You can actually just do Wasani 4 to keep. This is a common flowchart of Bob, but Wasani 4 actually keeps them in check. So then, yeah, he goes there. And if you do FC down for 2, it'll actually counter hit with 2. If you did sidestep 2, sidestep 1+2 and sidestep 1+2, it doesn't overflow chart like. You can still Wasani for it. In either direction as well. So sidestep 1+2, sidestep 1+2 in this direction. You can FC down for 2 in Wasani 4. Sidestep 1+2 in this direction. And still FC down for 2, and still Wasani. So don't be afraid to challenge Bob on block, because there's not much he can do. I'm not sure, I don't think he can backdash in time. Can't even backdash in time. He's too negative. So keep him in check after that. Or use the frame for something. So another important thing is for this I need to switch characters a bit. I need to switch the characters. Let me show you Bob Punishment. So if Asuka does back 3-4-3, Bob's headbutt actually whips on it. That's Bob's normal punish on headbutt on the back 3. Bob can punish with headbutt normally, but if Asuka does back 3-4-3, yeah, it actually goes over it. So maybe roll out sometimes just to keep the Bob in check. Obviously Bob can just do a back 3 as a punish always, I think, but it's less reward. Another important thing is if you're trying to stop Bob from doing backswing blow, so for example, the backswing blow is super face off, even at really plus frames, even like back 4 into back 4, Bob still can escape. So you need to start doing stuff like forward 1 into 1-4. This 1-4 is actually really good stopping it for some reason. But it was earlier. Yeah, see, 1-4 is actually really good stopping it. It goes under it somehow. And also it's the same with the Mach 3 is also good against it. It's also forward 1 somehow is also good at it. Quick first hit. Forward 1 is actually really good against it as well. But you would think upper 3 is good against it, but it's actually not. It actually gets crushed by it. And this is same with same with and 2. Yeah, see, then it's the same case with that. Anyway, that's it for Bob. Anyway, hope this helped. I know it's a bit longer than normal, but Bob has a lot of stuff to him that not a lot of people know how to deal with. So there it is anyway. And thanks for watching.